Hey beautiful! In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the Jeffree Star Cremated palette. Now, I'm freaking excited. You guys are excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what I come up with. I will be trying to do 2 to 3 looks. So, I popped on my colored contacts and I was like, okay, let's get in it. I should try it. I'm going to put on the gloss. I have not tried the gloss. Does that smell like root beer? Yeah, that smells like root beer. So you guys have seen me do a close-up of the palette. Here it is again, so you guys can see it. I am going to prime my lids. I will be using the JCat Beauty Stay Assurance, and this one is in soft tan. I'm going to use the LA Girl 108 brush, and I'm just going to just blend this out. All right, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Fluffy brush that I recently purchased, the Fluffy Eye Brush. And I'm going to pick up Wednesday. My first time touching the palette. Here we go. It's going to blend. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more towards the end of my eye and just kind of just pulling it out. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go in with Burial Gown, the shade right here. And I'm just going to just apply a little bit right underneath my brow bone. Let's see. Now I'm gonna go in with Solemnly Swear, which is this beautiful shade right here. We're gonna go in with that one, and I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to hold the brush like this. And we are just going to just work that right there and then move it back. So I'm going to apply it like this, and then I'm going to blend it out like this. I like how the colors are blending in together. Like I really like how they're fading very nice and well. Fading very well together, nice and well. I mixed the 2 words together. I tend to do that a lot. I'll make my own words. Dip back in, lightly blend. It's kind of hard when you're playing with darker shades because you can get very carried away, you know? All right, I'm gonna go in with Grave Digger, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to just lightly place that in the crease. Back and forth, back and forth. Now we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star. This is C14. Then I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop White. I'm gonna mix those 2 together and make my own little mixture. Then I'm gonna use a paintbrush, my daughter's paintbrush. It doesn't have a number, it just says, oh yeah, it does. It says 4 round. And then I'm just going to cut the crease. Ooh, that cut's so good. I'm gonna go in with Paul Breaker. Shade right here. I feel like this is going to be like, oh my god. Okay, I'm like, is it not picking up? But yeah, it is. I already ruined the stamp on it. Ooh. Hey, turn up. That looks pretty. I'm going to go with my finger and now apply just on top. That color is like super pretty. All right, and then let's go in with Angels of Death. Add this to the end. It's okay if you make a lot of mess. We're not being precise with it right now. Just adding it right there, and then in a minute we're going to work with all of it and bring it all together. I'm gonna go back in with Paul Breaker. I'm going to add it like on top so like it fades those 2. So it's going to be like a dark silver. I'm gonna go back in with my e.l.f. Ooh, my e.l.f. blending brush, and we're going to pick up Hearse. I'm going to add just a little bit right here. Just very lightly, just like almost kissing it. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the makeup wipe, and I'm just going to clean this right here. You can go in with tape so that you can avoid this, but I'm using the white. All right, now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Shack small blending brush, and I'm going to pick up Solemnly, this shade right here. Solemnly Swear. And I'm just going to add this just right in the crease, just right here. So now I'm gonna go in with Diamond Ashes. I'm going to add just a little bit right there. All right, I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna go with the lashes, the Makeup Shack X-Rated. Okay, so now, going in with the ColourPop BFF3. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with the L'Oreal Caramel Blonde, and this is a matte lip crayon. So now I'm going to go in with the bottom lash line. I will be using the LA Girl Perfect. This is Arctic White. Let's go in with Eulogy. Shade right there. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier. If I overthink it, I mispronounce it. So here is the first look. All right, so here is the first look. I freaking love it. I'm obsessed. I don't want to take it off, but I'm going to. I hate when that happens. Well, it's like a good thing. It's a love and hate thing when you have like a really nice look on. You're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to review the rest of it. But I definitely am. I want to play with this shade, Eulogy. I really liked how that smoked out underneath my eye. I really like how the palette already feels, plays. Like the colors just looks so pretty. Okay, so now we are going to be moving on to the second look. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here. And I applied the J-Cat concealer all over my lid. So now let's go in and apply this. I'm just going to apply this in my crease. Like that. Ooh, that color I think is gonna be my favorite. It's like super duper pretty. Now let's go into Inheritance, and I'm just going to apply that right here as well. I like how the colors are mixing really, really well together. I'm gonna go in with Obituary, and I'm going to apply this right underneath. All right, now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm gonna use the J-Cat Beauty concealer, and this one is in Soft Tan. I wanna go, this is going to be something different, but I wanna go in with Last Respects. This shade right here. And I'm just going to apply it. I wish it was like a creamy brown, and that would have been perfect too. But we're going to leave a little space right there. I'm gonna just do it because it stood out, and I take things like that as signs. So I'm gonna go with the LASplash ProArtist Body Art Liner. Okay, so since I'm gonna do like a dramatic wing, I wanna go in with some e.l.f. tape. I'm gonna go in with the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. This one dries matte, and I think it's gonna go perfect with this. All right, let's go in with some lashes from the Makeup Shack. We're going to go in with Taboo. Okay, so now we are going to add to our bottom lash line. We're gonna use the LA Girl white eyeliner. I am going to go in with the Morgue, and we're going to add this to our bottom lash line. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Last Look. I'm just going to add it right there. I gotta practice on my lines because this one's a little thick, but we're not gonna pay attention to her, okay? We're just going to just move on to this one. And don't let that discourage you either. If something doesn't come out perfect, that's okay. Practice makes perfect. And if it doesn't make perfect, then it makes it all right. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Don't ever let And like, don't let people tell you either like, oh, you didn't do it right, oh my god, so what, at least you tried it. So now we're gonna go in with Diamond Ashes, and I'm gonna add a little bit of that on top too. And I'm gonna go in with some mascara. Ooh, that's pretty. Soup's pretty. And for the lips, I'm just going to do the same. Brown lip liner. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal lip gloss. This is Shell Vidance. I really like how this one came out. Like, it looks so pretty. This one I just did a little bit too high. It's kind of hard. I should have like made sure that I didn't go too high, but it's okay. Honestly, it's fine. So here's my second look. I really like how this look came out. Like, the green really like just pops. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off and I'll be right back with look number 3. Okay, so now let's move on to look number 3. So I'm gonna go in, prime my lips with the JCat Beauty Stay Assurance in Soft Tan. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Shack T29. You guys know this is my favorite, but I like how this applies it. Like, boom, done. This is going to be our last look. Now, I'm pretty excited. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm excited. I'm gonna go in and I'm going to pick up Burial Gown, this shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that right underneath. Let's see. A little bit over here, just like patting motions. I'm going to envision this and let's see if I can do it. We're gonna go in with Grave Digger. I'm going to first go in with my pencil and pick up Grave Digger, and I'm going to kind of like outline where I want this to be. I'm gonna try my hardest since I already did that. Now where's that brush? Okay, here's the brush. Then we're gonna go in with Grave Digger, and then we're just going to just blend that right there. Okay, just blend that right there. It's okay if you get any like below, because we're going to clean that up. So just make sure that you can blend as much as you can. I'm like really doing different stuff with this palette. Okay, I don't want to go higher either, so just make sure that you try and stay right just like underneath. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Shady Biz, and I'm just going to just add that right there because I don't like the just like naked, you know, base. I need to go in with like a brown or something like my skin tone, because to me it kind of like throws me off a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to go in and clean this up. I will be using my JCat Beauty Stay Assurance and my number 4 brush. I need to go in with the brush and we need to pencil it out pretty much. Oh, so just like you can go either way. You can go with like this look, which is boom, or you can go with like the little, and I want to go with the little, you know. So I'm gonna go back in. We use Grave Digger, right? And I'm gonna go in with an eyebrow brush, and I'm just going to get that little whoosh. Ooh. Ready, baby. What color should I put on my lid? Yeah, okay. See, that's why I love you. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Death Blow, and I'm just going to pack it on my lid. So I'm going to do a liner, black liner, like that. They're gonna kiss barely. And we're gonna use the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. Almost kissing, but not quite. Now, I don't know if I should go back in with Taboo, because Taboo is pretty, way pretty. So I went in with the mascara, the Volumatic LA Girl Mascara, added the Makeup Shack lashes, the Taboo, and I honestly think these really flattered the look even more. Just makes it, bring it all together like, hey. Okay, so here is the look. All right, so now I'm just going to add my foundation. I'm gonna go in with my Baby Skin from Maybelline, and I'm going to use this just to blur out everything on my face. I'm not gonna do my forehead because when I already did my makeup, when I did the eye look, the second eye look, I already put foundation on. If you see me skipping over my forehead, don't think that I forgot it. Now we're gonna go with the Dose of Colors foundation in 120 in light medium. If you guys want a full review on this foundation, all you have to do is just click right here or click down below and I will have that linked for you. And then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Shack T5, right? And I'm just going to just pat this in and swipe it. Now I am going to go in with number 8 of the Benefit foundation stick. I'm gonna go with my Smashbox foundation stick. This one is in 2-4. They still sometimes have these at Marshall's, at TJ, and Ross. But I think this is discontinued because I can never link it for you guys. Now we're gonna go in with the JCat Beauty Stay Assurance. This is in soft tan, and I'm going to add that right here. Been obsessed with this JCat Beauty soft tan. As you guys could tell, I used it like for all the eyeshadow looks, but it's bomb, super bomb. Blend. Now I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Peach Perfect. I'm just going to set my face. Now I'm gonna go in with my matte bronzer, and I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Shack T26. Then I've been obsessed with this blush like a lot. This is a L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Satin Blush, and this one is in 420. I've been like super obsessed where I'm using it so much, but I'm going to go in. All right. Oh, first let's spray my face. I'm gonna use the Kokie Matte Setting Spray. I'm gonna go in with, you guys already know my favorite, BFF3 from ColourPop. Then we're gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. This one is Makeout Break. It's like my favorite combo. It's so pretty. Ooh, girl. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the nude eyeliner. Well, this is to clean up your eyebrows, but we're gonna use this one. This one is the Billion Dollar Brows Duo Pencil, Concealer, and Highlighter. We're gonna use the concealer side. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Grave Digger with a smudge brush, very lightly buff right underneath our lash line. I really like Grave Digger and Eulogy. Those two are very, very pretty. Then for some bottom mascara. All right, you guys, I'm really obsessed with this look. Like, Mina, ooh. I think this is like one of my favorite looks out of all three. Like, I really think, I thought the other ones were, but nope. My hair is now like bent since I had like the thing on for like a very long time. Oh well. All right, so let's talk about the palette. I did 3 looks. I was really impressed, you guys. Like, I feel like I kind of got outside of my creativeness. Like I came out of it, you know. Anyways, so with the palette, I feel like there is like endless looks that you can create. A lot of like the shades that I was playing with, it was kind of like a brown tone underneath it, and I liked that because I was like, ooh, you guys know how I feel about my browns. My favorite shades from the palette is Eulogy, The Morgue, and Gravedigger. Those 3 were like my absolute favorite, and Inheritance, but I felt like I was gravitating towards these shades the most. Like I just kept wanting to play with it the most. Do I think it is worth the price? I honestly think it is because it's just endless. You can definitely get carried away, play with a lot. Paul Breaker and Diamond Ashes, absolutely beautiful. Angel of Death was gorgeous as well. The Last Look was very pretty. There was some shades in here that I did not play with, but I definitely will, you know. But I honestly really like the palette. I feel like it was just, ooh, with like all the shades, it was just beautiful. Death Blow, it was a little bit kind of, it wasn't like a really like intense white. You guys seen that I kept like trying to like pat. It did of course pop up, but it wasn't just like a ooh, you know, sort of white. I'm pretty sure if I would have went in with like a ColourPop base, I should have, it would have popped even more, but I'm happy with it, you know. There is a little kickback, but that doesn't really bother me too much. It wasn't like if it was just like going and disappeared, none of that. But with eyeshadows, that happens. All I care about is how it applies on the eyes, and it applied perfectly. It was really pretty, you guys. This is a really pretty palette. I was contemplating on whether or not to get it at first. You guys know I talked about it on a few lives when you guys were asking me, and I was like, I don't know. But I really am glad that I did, because I went outside the box with like looks that I normally, I feel like I don't really like do, you know. So I was really happy. I'm really happy with my purchase. I can't wait to create more. I'll definitely play with the more affordable eyeshadow palettes because I did get those. Let me see, I did order those. Where are they at? I did purchase the Makeup Revolution palette and the ColourPop palette as well, Blowing Smoke. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because ooh, you guys, these colors just got me just But if you are wanting to purchase the Jeffree Star Cremated palette, I feel like you will not be disappointed. There is going to be so much to play with, so much to do, and it's a very pretty palette. Like, it really is. I can't take away from that. It is really pretty. The only thing I don't like is this right here, the marble right there, because every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I always think like I did something to it, you know? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this eyeshadow review / eyeshadow looks. Let me know if you guys would like to see more videos like this. Should I do 3 looks with the Makeup Revolution palette? Let me know. Should I recreate the looks that I did on this one? Let me know. I would love to do that for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already, to keep updated my videos. Te quiero mucho, you guys. Besos a todos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I took that off really quick.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna...
It's the makeup shop. forgot to mention, when I look at this palette, it does have its deep shades, but I feel like this is more of like, it could be a lot deeper. I'm pretty sure you might come out with another one that's even like deeper. I feel like this is probably volume 1 and there's gonna be a volume 2. Swatching it, a lot of the shades were lighter, especially down here, and there's not that much deep tones. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. Swatching them, they did swatch very well. Some were a little bit lighter, but again, with swatches, you just have to take with a grain of salt, because just because it applies like that with the swatch does not mean it's going to apply like that on the lid. And when you swatch on the inside of your hand, it's more moist. So watch, let me, for example, swatch Death Blow. This is how it swatches on my hand, and then I'm going to grab it and swatch it on the inside of my palm, and it's just a lot, to me, different. Another color, let's do this one on my hand. Very pretty. Now let's swatch it inside my palm, because my palm is more moist, I guess. You know, you see it's a lot wet compared to how it looks there. You see how it looks there? And then this, it just looks like it's wet. Like it looks, it looks like it's more wet compared to the back of my hand. Do you get what I'm saying? So inside palm swatches are always a little bit more like, ooh, because it's more moist. Again, it all matters how it applies on the lid. But anyways, yeah, those were my final thoughts. So